Hey guys, it's Tiffany. What is freaking up, you guys? So in today's vlog, I decided I'm not gonna vlog. I'm actually just gonna do my nails and sit with you guys and chill and hang out and talk, because honestly, I have been stressed out daily vlogging, and making sure I have good footage for you guys every single day definitely takes a toll on my mental health. I just wanted to make a video that was a lot more chill, as if I was just FaceTiming you guys and talking to you guys as if you guys are my friends. So we're gonna film today's video and vlog a little bit differently. I have all of my nail supplies with me, and you guys have been asking me how I do my own gel nails at home, and I wanted to show you guys how I do my nails. So my nails are looking kind of crappy right now. Like, look at these babies, they are crappy looking. I'm gonna link down all the supplies I use for my nails down below for you guys, because I'm sure you guys are curious, but these are what my nails look like. Definitely are overgrown, and they've been looking this way for about a month now. I'm actually really impressed that they kind of look like this, because normally they don't look like this after a month. It's normally a lot worse than this. All right, before we start this video, I just wanted to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp, and I'm actually really excited that they are sponsoring today's video, because for me, I am the person that gets in my own way of my own success. I get in my head a lot that I don't deserve things. I have imposter syndrome to the max. So if you guys are feeling like you are getting in the way of achieving your goals or your happiness, I highly suggest looking into and utilizing BetterHelp. If you guys don't know what BetterHelp is, BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with a professional licensed therapist. And what's cooler about it is that you can start talking to a therapist within 48 hours. I actually started talking to my therapist within 25 minutes, which is incredible. I don't want to take a week to have to talk to someone when I need help right now. Also, BetterHelp is not a crisis line, and it is not a self-help line. It is professional counseling done securely online. What I really like about BetterHelp is that it's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and what's cooler about it is that financial aid is available just in case you can't afford it. So if you guys want to take charge of your life and start becoming happier today, check out betterhelp.com/MissTiffanyMa. That's better, H-E-L-P. And I also have a 10% off discount for you guys for your first month of BetterHelp. So go check it out. I think it's amazing. I'll have a link down below for you guys, so make sure you guys click it. So I asked you guys to ask me a bunch of questions on Instagram the other day, and if you guys want to be a part of the next Q&A on Instagram, make sure you guys go follow me at MissTiffanyMa. You guys had so many good questions, and I screenshotted like 50 of them, and we're gonna try to get through as many as I can. Doing my nails takes me like 2 hours, so we got a lot of time to kill with these questions. The first question I got is, do you think if a boyfriend liking a girl's picture is a big deal? I personally don't think a boyfriend liking a girl's photo is a big deal unless it's like a super sexual, sexy photo. I would never like a random guy's photo that was like half naked, and if it's like Madison Beer, totally understandable. But if it's like a normal human being, I would be definitely weirded out by it. But again, I think that's definitely a conversation you need to have with your boyfriend. You can't just like get mad out of nowhere if you guys have never talked about it, especially if it's not like sexual photos he's liking. I actually think I'm just gonna peel off my gels instead, which is definitely a no-no. This is gonna take way too long, and I'm gonna be really careful while I'm peeling them. Is it stressful being an influencer, but is it worth it? By the way, I think you are amazing. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. It is definitely stressful being a YouTuber or an influencer, in the sense where I feel like I always have to turn myself on. Like, if I met you guys in real life and I'm having a bad day, I can't just have a bad day, because then you guys will think I'm rude. And I've had instances where I've met influencers that I thought were amazing, and I meet them in real life and they're just shitty ass people. And you know, it could be a bad day, it could just be they are actually genuinely shitty ass people, but I would never want you guys to think I'm a shitty person. It sounds stupid, but it's definitely stressful. The next question is kind of similar. It's the best and worst thing about being an influencer. The best thing about being an influencer is that I set my own schedule. I have my own schedule. And another cool thing is meeting you guys. I feel like you guys have influenced my life so much, and I'm sure I've influenced some of your guys' lives so much. The worst thing about being an influencer is definitely people thinking they know your life and then critiquing you for the way you live your life. I remember I made a TikTok of Zoe and I was doing a TikTok trend where I was like grabbing Zoe by the arms and pulling her up and jumping with her, and that was literally like 10 seconds of her life. And so many of you guys made comments of how I was mistreating her, and it's like, do you guys not play with your dogs rough? Zoe loves when I'm rough with her. Zoe loves it so much. I don't know, I feel like influencers sometimes get critiqued for things that they should be critiqued about, and sometimes we get critiqued for things that make no sense. If you guys have a family member that just critiques everything you do, imagine that times 100. It's definitely not super healthy peeling off your nails like I did, but I peel them. This is what my natural nails look like. I like to have my nails kind of like stiletto / almond shaped. Normally I like super square nails. So I just cut my nails and filed them. But the next question I got was, were you scared to lose your virginity? To be honest, I'm terrified. It's been such a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I was not planning on losing my virginity. My boyfriend at the time should have known better, but he was like, I just want to be naked and see what happens, but like I don't want to actually have sex. And so we got naked, and of course it just like slipped in, and I wasn't terrified. It was actually like a really like intimate setting and it felt great. But before that, I was never terrified. I just like never wanted to actually lose it. I just hate the fact that like society says that we're losing something. Bitch, what? We're not losing shit. Nothing changed. My personality didn't change. Like nothing really changed about me after I lost my virginity, other than the fact that like, you know what, my hymen probably just was no longer intact anymore. God, this fireplace is so warm. I need to turn it off. It's like burning my back. The next question is, what's Matt's job besides music? That's funny you're saying that because he's literally playing music right now and I can hear it. But Matt actually works in social media. He's a social media manager. He manages a team and they run some pretty big, massive Instagram accounts. He has like a normal 9 to 5 and then he comes home and works even harder on his music. Him working so much definitely makes me want to work as hard as him, if not harder than him. Is LA toxic? Oh my goodness. I feel like LA gets such a bad rap compared to like everyone else. Like everyone thinks LA is crazy and super toxic. And I will say some of it is very true, but not all of it is true. Not everyone is toxic. It's definitely who you surround yourself with, which is why it's definitely really hard to make new friends in LA because some of them don't really care about you. They just care about what you can do for them. People are working really hard in LA. Everyone's hustling in LA. But with that comes the fact that they want to see if you can benefit their lives in any way. I've definitely seen a difference in being in Denver where like people just genuinely want to get to know you because they just want to make new friends. They just want to hang out. They just want to chill. They just want to know who you are. There's no ill intentions by it. So there's definitely a toxicity to LA, but that's just my take on it. Next question is, how long do you think your YouTube career will last? What other jobs would you do? Hopefully my career in YouTube lasts forever. I do know a bunch of YouTubers that, you know, have transitioned from being a like normal everyday teenager to like becoming a mom on YouTube. I don't think I'll like show a bunch of stuff of my child, but I'll like definitely show myself being a mother. I do have other aspirations in life than being an influencer my entire life. I definitely want to start my own business. I definitely want to be an angel investor in other companies. I definitely want to spread my wealth so that I have a bunch of eggs in different baskets instead of having one egg in one basket. I definitely think at one point in my life, I think I'd want my real estate license. I don't know if that'll be like my main career goal, but I would love to have to do something in home decor, start my own business, decorating homes or staging homes. What is the story behind your tattoo? I have one tattoo, guys. I've told the story a couple of times, but just in case you guys are new, I got this stupid little tattoo when I was 16 years old. Yes, I call it my stupid little tattoo because I literally got it the day after I turned 16 in high school. I went to someone's garage that was giving people illegal tattoos. He was definitely unlicensed and definitely was the worst tattoo artist ever. This is such a bad tattoo. Do you guys see how thick these lines are and how thin this line is? It's so bad, so ugly. I definitely want to get it lasered off, but the reason I got it is because I have 2 older sisters. My dad really wanted a boy because in Asian culture, especially in Chinese culture, and my dad is full Chinese, having a boy is like what you want. You want a boy and you don't really care too much about girls. You want a boy to carry your legacy, to carry your name, blah, 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 blah. So me and my sisters all got the same tattoo. We got our last name Ma, which means horse in Chinese, in our little way of paying homage to the fact that that's how we're gonna keep our last name in our family. The more I've thought about it and the older I've gotten, the more I actually don't think I want to change my last name. I mean, Matt's last name is pretty good. His last name is fine. I really like my last name. It shows that I'm Asian. It shows that I'm Chinese. And I want people to know that like, that's where I come from. That's my ethnicity. That's my heritage. So I don't know if I'd want to change my last name. I know Matt really wants me to change my last name if we got married. And I want to know your guys' thoughts on that. Would you guys change your last name if you guys got married? And what would your children's last name be? Oh my God, this is like the #1 question I kept getting asked, guys. And this is, how do you and Matt split your finances? I'm not gonna lie, it's something juicy. There's something juicy about it. Matt pays rent on my house in LA. He pays a very good amount of rent, and we split everything else. If we're getting groceries, I'll buy my own groceries, he'll buy his own groceries. If we're going to a restaurant and it's like his date night, of course he's gonna pay. If I'm like, oh yeah, it's date night for me, of course I'm gonna pay. But normally we like trade days. I definitely like it that way because it just feels even, and I don't want like a relationship where I feel like he's paying for everything or I'm paying for everything. So yeah, there's nothing juicy about that answer. Like, I don't know what you guys wanna know, like for gas, electric, internet, we split that. Yeah, nothing juicy. I feel like you guys were expecting something juicy, but like we split our finances evenly. I bought this 4-piece set from Gelish on Amazon, and it comes with cuticle oil, which is so amazing. The next question I got asked is, just want to know if you're actually good since that offer made you sad. Yes, that offer made me really sad. I think that first house, both Matt and I were really sad afterwards, but that's kind of just what happens when you find a house that you love and you get too excited about it. So now Matt and I have been going into homes being like, okay, like we're really excited about this house, but we're not going to envision our lives here. The chances of us getting it aren't very high since this market is crazy competitive right now. But we do understand that something bigger and better is going to happen for us. The same thing happened to me when I was in LA and I was looking for a house. I'm so happy that I took a year break because I found my house in LA that I freaking love to death, and I would have never gotten like a better house. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen over the summer, but Matt and I are still looking, and of course I'd love to buy a house right now, and I'm still trying, but if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be super bummed about it. Look how good those cuticles look. But what I'm doing is I'm grabbing a really rough nail buffer and buffing my nails so that it's super like not smooth, because that way your gel nails will last a little bit longer. This is what I did last time, and they lasted for over a month, so I'm pretty sure this is like the hack to do. Have people ever made you feel insecure about being Asian? Yeah, of course. I mean, when you're a kid, kids are not nice. I was made fun of all the time when I was a kid. I wasn't bullied, I would say, because it really didn't feel like bullying, but it felt like a lot of harmful teasing is kind of how I would, categorize how I felt. Being Asian, like the biggest feature anyone thinks of when they think about Asian people are their eyes. And I actually have pretty decent sized eyes for being Asian. Actually, I have decent sized eyes for being a human, not just Asian. When I was a kid, a lot of people would do this, which is so fucking terrible to do. I was definitely made fun of with my eyes, what I ate. I used to bring chopsticks to school. I was called Chopstick, but luckily I had a pretty good sense of self when I was a kid that being bullied really didn't bother me. Like, I embraced the fact that people called me Chopsticks growing up, and it sucks that, there is a lot of Asian hate going on the world today. It's stupid. I cannot believe we're still living in 2021 where people, beating up Asian men and grandmas and grandpas because of the coronavirus. Like, we are not the cause of the coronavirus. To this day, there are instances in science where they're not entirely positive if it actually developed in Wuhan or not. That was kind of like the big focal point. So I hate Trump for making people hate Asians, calling it Kung Flu, saying it was the China virus. Like, it really sucks that, my fellow Asian Americans feel like we are being targeted. I think if you support Black Lives Matter, you should also support Asians who are going through hate right now, and there are hate crimes happening towards us. The next thing I'm doing is I'm grabbing a little bottle of alcohol. It's just like rubbing alcohol, and I'm spraying that all over my fingernails. This is to dry out your cuticle bed or your nail bed so that the gel nails stay on a little bit longer. It's very therapeutic to talk to you guys while I'm doing this. So I just finished putting my base layer on my nails. You guys can't see anything because it's just clear. Next question is, do you hold a grudge for Graham Stephan? No, because when you make a video on someone, you are promoting them, even if it's negative or positive. I mean, I've had beef on the internet, and you guys might have known about it about 2.5 years ago, and I never made a video on this girl because I just did not care to give her any more clout. The fact that I made a video on Graham Stephan, of course, I'm giving him clout and recognition, and I even told you guys that I genuinely like his videos, so why would I have a grudge against Graham Stephan? The next question I got asked is, do you feel anxious when filming your vlogs at times? Yes, all the time, especially when other people are around. Even when Matt's around, I feel really anxious because I don't want to have to shove a camera in someone else's face. I don't know how to interact very well when other people are in the vlogs. I'm like slightly socially awkward all the time. I also get anxious when I vlog when I'm in public, because definitely in Denver, not so much in LA because maybe people are more used to it, but definitely in Denver when I've been vlogging, people are literally staring. Like, they're not like casually staring, they're doing the 3 S's. They're stopped, they're standing, and they're staring. Next question is definitely TMI, but number of times you've had time for sex in Denver. Not gonna lie, nowhere near as much as I'd like it to be. Matt and I really haven't had time because we've had people over for the last few days. Both of us got in a fight with one another. Both of us are working so much. Like, I've been working every single night. I go to bed at a different time than him. I'm probably going to bed like half an hour to an hour after he goes to bed, so I don't want to wake him up. So like, we have not been on like the same schedule, and we probably only had sex maybe twice or 3 times, I can't remember, over the course of over 3 weeks, which is not like a great amount. So yeah, like, no, we haven't had that much time, honestly. Hey guys, so it's getting a lot later. It's like 5:30 p.m. I've still been doing my nails for the last 2 hours and I'm not done yet, but I just put on 3 layers of white. I always do 3, even though it's pretty opaque after 2. The next question I got asked is, have you ever gotten jealous of Matt's friends that are girls? No, I love Matt's friends who are girls. All of his friends are so amazing. Like, literally all of his girlfriends are amazing, and I'm not really someone that gets jealous very easily. It takes a lot for me to get jealous, and so no, I've never been jealous of any of Matt's friends. All right, so I have just finished curing both my hands. They're very, very white, if you can't tell. The lighting is getting so weird. I brought these little gems, and so I think I'm gonna put these gems on my nails. I don't know if you guys can see it, but they're like little rectangles. This is called a rhinestone glue gel, and it's made for rhinestones on your nails. So I have all these tools. The next question I got is, how much money do you think you would want before retiring? It's a good ass question. I think I'd want, I've never even thought of that question. I think I'd want probably like at least 5 million saved up and a house fully paid off before I feel like I could retire. If my house is paid off and I just have to worry about property taxes and I just have to worry about feeding myself and taking care of my kids, I think 5 million is good. That's hopefully a solid 20 years of like retirement money. What is that? 5 million divided by 20 is $250,000 every single year. So if I could give myself $250,000 every single year for 20 years, I think that's probably the best amount of money I can do. But that's a really good question. I should really ask my financial advisor how much money I should probably have saved up by the time I turn like 60 to be able to retire. Okay, this is what my nails are looking like right now. I just have like a little square rectangle on the top of the tip of my nails. I think it looks really cute. It's definitely different. I don't know if I'm loving it. It's definitely classier than my cow print for sure. The next question I got asked is, do you ever get insecure about your boyfriend's past hookups/girlfriends? I used to when I was younger for sure, but everyone has a past, including myself, including yourself, your parents. Everyone has a past. Everyone's hooked up with somebody majority of the time. I mean, there's some rare instances where people get married and they're like the only people they've ever hooked up with, and I have so much like respect for that. But also, like, people don't always end up with the first person they have sex with, and it's okay. Oh my god, another question I got asked is, why do you fold your toilet paper? What do you mean? I posted this TikTok where it's like, I'm doing hot girl shit and I'm like folding my toilet paper before I use it. I don't understand why people find that so weird. Like, when I was a kid, I learned that you're supposed to fold your toilet paper neatly before you use it to wipe, because if you crinkle it, you just waste a bunch of toilet paper. And when you crinkle it, you like don't clean yourself very well. It like leaves little like skin marks, which is kind of disgusting. Please let me know if you guys fold or crinkle. I mean, I've known some friends that just crinkle and I find it so weird. Have you done anything you really regret? Ugh, I really regret this lighting right now, that's for sure. When I was a senior in high school, I dated my friend's ex-boyfriend. No excuse for it. I mean, they did stop dating for a whole year, and the reason they started dating was actually because of me. I was one of her really good friends, and he was one of my best guy friends, and I introduced them together. They started dating because of me. Did not care for him. When I was a senior in high school, I found out I was going to the same college he was going to, and we kind of bonded over that. We just like started getting along in a more flirty way, because before it was very platonic, and then we just started dating, and I regretted it. I admitted it to her. I told my friend we were dating. I was a big girl. I told her, and she definitely hated me for it. Definitely did not want to talk to me after that. Totally understandable, but that relationship was not worth ruining a friendship over, and I regret it so much. And I hope she's doing well. I hope he's doing well. We only dated for 8 months. Not worth it at all. The last question of the day is, how has daily vlogging been? Are you struggling? Daily vlogging initially was really easy for me. I felt like I was in a good groove of things, and then slowly over time, I'm realizing that I don't understand how anyone daily vlogs and then posts a video every single day. It's definitely taken a toll on my mental health and my relationship with Matthew, because we just don't have time to ourselves. It's really hard to have time to yourself when you're daily vlogging, because either you have to send footage to your editor or you gotta edit it. And I do a combination of both, where I send footage to Callie, but I also edit whatever she rough edits, just because I am a perfectionist. It's hard to think that your day is interesting enough every single day where other people are gonna want to watch your day. I am insecure about what my days look like. Matt's always you need to vlog a snowboarding, it's so cool. And in my head, I'm nobody's interested in that, because once you watch someone doing it once, how many times can you really watch someone doing that? So I've definitely felt insecure. I've definitely struggled. My mental health has definitely taken a toll. I feel like I'm not really taking care of myself as well as I used to. I don't have time to myself as much as I used to. But overall, I'm learning so much about daily vlogging and how people do it during Vlogmas. And I have so much respect for everyone who daily vlogs. I definitely skipped a couple of days, and that just feels amazing to skip a couple of days. Literally the best when I don't have to post a vlog that day, or I just kind of have a little break. That is pretty much it with today's video, you guys. I'm completely done with my nails. This is what my nails look like. Whee, so pretty. I might make them matte. I haven't decided yet. I'll decide later tonight if I'm gonna make them matte or not. But that is it with today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys haven't already, make sure to check out betterhelp.com/MissTiffanyMa for 10% off your first month of BetterHelp. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another daily vlog. Bye, guys. Bye.
Hey, you the best part of every single day. Ooh, no matter what I do, I'll be lost in you.